episode of Different by Default. This is season 6. I'll be coming at you with another great episode today. But before we start the episode, I would like to continue to thank you guys for subscribing, turning on post notifications, and getting, your people acquainted with Different by Default.
Yeah, being active. We thank you all. We appreciate y'all.
Alright, so today, I think me and Herb are just going to let you guys take, me and Herb are going to take the backseat and let you guys, helm the episode. And more.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
We'll still be here, you know what I'm saying? I said we're not disappearing.
I said we taking the back seat. So, the first question I wanted to ask, I think, how would I word this? Okay, so I think that, guys like us, we, or at least in this generation, that we tend not to
I'm listening. How do you want to word this, brother?
What, understand women or
right?
I say understand women. I feel like the female species is an enigma. So I can't really really pinpoint. But
yeah, we are complicated beings for the most part. We're super emotional. We're more emotional than men, scientifically. So I guess that plays a part in y'all not knowing what's going on.
I can't disagree. Certain things we really don't know what's going on. Let's move on to the first question though. First question on the slate is, I feel like certain times women have really high expectations put onto them, or you can say really unrealistic expectations put upon you to maybe be married by I don't know why I'm spitballing this, but be married by 25, have kids by 27, things of that nature.
Yeah. We're supposed to do things early in life, we're supposed to have a career, a rich man, kids, and financially stable while also looking like a goddess by the age of 30. But that is, I feel like that got to do with your life. You don't know what somebody's living through, going through. You don't know the types of things that they have to get over before they feel comfortable even speaking to somebody. And those are super difficult things to think about, especially when it's put on you so young. I don't know so much about being married, but
it was just football.
Yeah, I know. There's nowadays I don't think marriage is as common as it used to be. But even before, there are still women out there that, they have a group of friends that are married and they feel left out because you're supposed to be married, you're supposed to be committed to someone, and then if your person isn't better than the other person's person, then it's a whole, a jealousy thing. But I don't think any of that matters for the most part. I feel like girls, women, ladies, we should take our time loving somebody. We should take our time wanting to know what our career choice or career path will be. All of that stuff is super stressful to think about if you thought about it. Oh, I have to do all this within the next 5 years. Don't do that.
I agree.
Don't.
Do you feel like men put that onto women, or society as a general is put those expectations?
Society, yeah.
Yeah. I don't really think men too much, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's older women, though. If we're speaking now, in real time, I think older women put that on younger women.
I can see
that. The things that they've grown up and know to be truthful are now things that we have to live and abide by, because if not, then we'll be considered trash.
Do you think it's out of fear? Some...
Well, yeah, probably.
I was gonna be some women have seen a lot of things happen. Even though you might not like what they say, older people have seen more than we have seen. They've been here longer.
Yeah. Maybe if it's coming from a grandmother or old auntie, I can see that being fear, because they just might not want you to go through what they're going through. But if it's a random woman on the street, I just think they're jealous or something.
The random people on the street be giving knowledge though.
No, high key.
I'm saying the homeless people, you could talk to them. They're not gonna tell nobody your business.
It's only good advice if I say it's good advice though.
Because
because if a random woman man told me, like, you're supposed to be married by this time, and if he's not rich, you're a bum, I'd be like, girl, please. But if the nice little lady on the bus, she told me, you're gonna find someone that is so much worth your time, I'm like, yes, I am. That's good.
So we just pick it and choose.
Yes, absolutely.
That's crazy.
I think any, like, homeless or whatever, homeless person's advice is good advice because it just showed me what not to do.
Like, you can put it like that. You can put it like
But
that.
a lot of people say homeless people, like, they were brought, like, they did that to themselves.
Right, I hear that
Most
a lot
definitely.
too.
And even if they did do that to themselves, not everything they say is real. Like, what you mean I gotta give you 50 cents? I don't gotta do that.
Just trying to hustle. Can't knock the hustle.
Well, me too. And I gotta stack my money up. It's hard to stack when you asking me for 50 cents.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to ask. So with sexual harassment and work spots and places of business, like how do you feel towards that? Like what is your opinion on it?
My choice of career, like, I want to be a musician. I work a lot in, quote, men's fields, and there's a lot of different types of people that I meet day in, day out, whatever, and you never really know someone's, like, true intentions. Like, there could be an engineer, but the whole time you're just trying to, like, manipulate you into, like, sleeping with him, or, like, they'll offer you a bunch of things, and then when you do see him, or you see anybody that had to do with what you thought your business was about, it's actually nothing of the sort. Or I had a friend, and she was a model, and she got brought to a place where, they were supposed to be taking pictures, and they didn't tell her that she had to be nude, and she didn't want to be nude, and then they forced her to take the pictures anyway, because they were blackmailing her. So, with all that being said, I'm not a very... I'm not with that, like, at all. I don't support shit like that. I could curse that already.
You're on like 70 episodes. I'm pretty sure I can put a couple of cursing.
But, like, yeah, I don't think any of that is cool. And it's not only men. Women sexually harass people, too. I don't want that to be a thing. Like, only men can make someone feel uncomfortable. There are women that make other women feel uncomfortable, especially when it comes to that type of situation. It's kind of hard, though, because you don't know who to trust, because then you feel like someone will always want something from you, or, you might create a new trauma or trigger a trauma that you've already had.
That's why I go to work for my job, and that's it. I go to work for my check. I'm not there to make friends. I don't want to talk about your love life, your kid. No. I'm here to do my job and go home.
Yeah, and people tend to think, like, some of the small things that you do tell somebody, they could even use it against you. And they were like, I ain't gonna say.
A little bit of a piggyback question off of that. So how do you deal with, like, the negative things or the negative maybe comments that you may receive in a harsh environment?
The best way you can reply or respond to any of that is by being positive. Or at least trying to ignore it the best way you can. I don't think you should fight or anything. If it made you uncomfortable, maybe you should just voice that you were uncomfortable. Or if it's just a negative comment in general about your appearance or the way that you are or the way you did something wrong or right or whatever the case may be, I think you should just respond in the most positive way possible. Because then it's like somebody just shitted on you, and then you saying something that's either super educational or, like, you didn't say anything at all, just seeming unbothered about it. I feel like that bothers people a lot.
Alright.
Because the whole time you just wanted to see me tweet. I don't want to tweet. Go find somebody else to do that.
My question was, what is one thing that you would want everyone to know, like, about being a woman? Like, what is, like, being a woman?
This shit not for the weak. You know how hard it is being a gal sometimes? I feel like in certain workplaces, you're always going to be competing with boys. I don't know. I mean, I feel like men don't really respect women be careful of this statement.
You saying it?
I know, but I just know a lot of people are gonna disagree with me on it, which is fine. But it's like in work environments, I don't think women are respected unless they are the boss. You know, unless you are working for said woman, I don't think that you would respect her like thought on something that you should or shouldn't do because you're not working for her. But that's just my opinion. That's not like 100% true, but I think it is. Considering, you know, whatever.
I was about to ask you. You gotta say like we gotta rebuttal something right there,
What was the
brother.
question again?
Oh, what was the question?
The question was, what's one thing you wished everyone knew about being a woman? But what I was about to say,
They didn't answer the question. My bad. That was like a low personal.
No, you answered. You said it's not for the week.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not for the week. Not that. But
What about that last part? You got a response to that?
hey,
I got a response, but
I'm different about a fork.
wow.
So, like, I don't know. It's not because you're a woman that I'm looking at you like more respected because you're like my boss or something. Like, you just gotta earn my respect. Like, I don't care if it's like a male boss or a female boss. That's just how I go. Like, in all aspects of working or like whatever the case may be. If someone, like, for example, let's say like we're part of a committee, and then there's people like my higher ups are like women, and it's whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna be automatically like, yo, like I gotta tighten up or whatever, or be like disrespectful. You just gotta earn the respect from me. Like, it's the same thing if it was a guy. Bro gonna be bro the whole way. But what you gotta say?
For me, I treat everybody fairly. In my opinion, I feel like I treat everybody fairly. One thing I if you're incompetent or I feel like you don't know what you're doing, and and I'm truly saying
That
hey,
pisses me off. Like if I know you're an idiot and you trying to tell me what to do.
Yeah,
What? Like,
I'll be
you
nice
know
to
what
you.
you're
I'll be
doing.
like, yeah, you know, but I'm gonna do what I need to do. But I feel like everybody should be treated fairly, even if you are above me or beneath me. If a woman's beneath me, I want to help you more so that you can get to my level and be better than me. But if you're incompetent and you don't want to learn, I can't do anything much for you. I said that.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, also, I think women, as I said before, we're just emotional beings. So, like, please be sensitive to some of the things that you say,
You
but
don't
especially
say.
when it comes to like physical comments. Like, some people don't know how much like a girl can think about the way that you say, "Oh, like I don't like your hair" or something. Cause it's like
going through 50 different hairstyles trying
I'm
to figure
saying, like
out
you don't
which
even
one you
know
like.
how long it took her
Not
to
me
do
though.
this.
Not me though.
Me.
Wow.
Yo, like you don't know how long it took for her to like look that good or like whatever.
Right.
This is a side tangent. I can't remember the couple on Instagram, but they were kind of doing like they'll say a response and then what they actually hear. And then I think they asked the guy, he's like, to the woman, what do you hear when I say this? The guy was like, because the woman asked, hey, I want to get food. And the guy was like, nah, you can get it. Already ate. And then I think the woman was like, when you say that, I feel
You
like
don't
you're
want to
saying,
eat with me?
yeah.
Yo, yeah, like that's a thing. We have like a secret language or something because what you're saying is not what I'm taking it as sometimes.
I already ate. Why you don't want to eat? You ain't even eat all day. You running off.
Or then it
Ice
becomes
latte.
you don't want to eat with me though, or like
I'll probably just go still. Just to like,
Bro, you already ate.
I'll get
Go
someone else
just
to eat.
because.
Yeah,
No. You'll go just because, but then you won't order anything. And then she'll be like, you didn't get no food?
You know, you
I'll
gotta
get-
eat
I'll
I ain't eating now.
I'll
What
get
you mean?
something. I'll get something. It doesn't. It's alright.
Bruh, I'll go with you to get the food, but I
Just
don't.
take the food to go, bro. Just
Yeah,
get something.
definitely.
But no, you gotta eat it with her.
Okay, and then whenever
Bro,
you
you're not
don't
even
finish,
hungry,
just
bro.
take it.
You're not even. You're force feeding yourself, bro.
Oh.
When you get home, you gonna have to throw up.
Now you
That's
throwing
the
up for
problem.
your girl, bruh.
Alright, that ain't no problem.
What?
Like
Crying.
you gotta talk about some force. I don't have to force myself.
No, but seriously, that unspoken language I think is real. Even though a lot of girls probably don't want to admit to it, but it's definitely real. Cause my man, that's how my man could tell me something, and I'll be like, "So, you think I'm ugly? Like, you think I'm fat?"
Nah, I'm a joke.
You think it's funny?
Nah, I'm a joke.
I think I'm hilarious.
I can't. Yeah, I can't take that one seriously. But we giving relationship advice, so it's staying in like that topic. What is the best relationship advice that you have gotten? Someone has ever told you.
Oh, what's the best relationship advice? That's a good ass question.
You got one, bro? Best relationship advice?
I can't remember like what someone else told me. So I feel like something I could give is like take your time, get to actually know somebody before you just rush and do pretty much anything. Like really, just get to know somebody.
Oh, don't mirror other people's mannerisms because you want them to like you more, or you feel like you're not enough. I remember that was really good because sometimes you do it unconsciously, and you might stop or start doing things with somebody else because you think that's what they do like, or you'll stop like.
No,
I lost my train of thought, but I hope I got the first part out.
Be you.
I get what you
Be
mean.
you is another good one. Be yourself. Don't try to act like someone else. Don't try to act like you're more than what you are or do shit because other people doing it.
Yeah.
Just be you for real. Like, if a person can't like you for you, that's not the person for you.
But then it kind of sucks because some people don't know who they are.
I'm going to be like,
And
Polo
that's the
told me,
problem.
keep being you, Kai.
No, Big
But,
R said it. Technically. Yeah.
but Big R said it, so I ain't going. What's what I know?
Just be yourself. Somebody's going to love you for you.
At some point, exactly.
You got one?
Nah, I'm gonna stay off that one. I'm stay off
That's
that.
crazy.
I have some calm ones, very like
Bro,
my space.
Ronnie,
What's your advice?
Ronnie gonna watch this episode and be like, he gonna call me like, yo.
Oh, I'll give advice to. I'll give advice as like I'm giving advice to a woman. Let's do that. That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Okay.
What advice would I give to a woman if you're dating? Kind of piggyback. It's okay to be yourself, and it's okay to show who you truly are, and not be afraid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate the claps. I added that in. Thank you. I mean that.
Keep an open mind. If you're in the dating pool, keep an open mind. Not everybody is going to be like perfect. Okay, the same way how we aren't perfect, not everybody else is neither.
Mm-hmm.
Or just try and be a little bit understanding.
That's cool.
Makes sense.
You got any advice for them or nah? You chilling?
He just gave so much good advice. Like, I can't think of just one to say, but nah, I don't got one. I'll probably have one after the show, but
As soon as you walk out, I should have said this.
nah, I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like no, that's alright.
Random question. What? What?
Alright, my fault. I got you.
I was gonna say, what do you feel like are some very empowering things to do as a woman that wants to, like, if you want to, like, empower yourself to be better?
Like, pamper yourself. Like, do a face mask, listen to your favorite songs, put your favorite lotion on. I don't know, like, the whole spa aspect of things, like treating yourself. Or maybe even take yourself out on a date. That was super empowering. I went to go watch a movie by myself. It was kind of vibes. I met like 2 new friends. And it was super fun. Like doing things on your own and feeling cute while you're doing it, to me, is super empowering. It just makes me feel a little bit more confident, standing on my own 2 feet, doing things by myself. I enjoy stuff like that. I don't know. How about you?
Just a question one more time. Chill.
Essentially the question is, what is the most empowering thing you do for yourself?
For me, I have like this journal. It's called like the Blueprint. I just have like, mostly it's like quotes, words of affirmations, or like proverbs and stuff like that. And I just write. Like whenever I feel like writing, I'll just write. And it's like, mind you, the whole book is full, so it's like at any time I could go back to like the beginning of the year to think how I've changed from what I wrote then and to now, like mindset wise.
Oh yeah, you could definitely see growth in that. That's super positive. Yeah, affirmations and stuff like that, I think help a lot. Especially when you forget, like, you that bitch.
I think like one of my first pages has something like that. Not you that bitch, but you feel me? Like something about being her.
Yeah, because it gets lost in the sauce depending on life situations. Just remember who you are. All right.
That's tough. All right. All right. So I got this last question. It's like a 2-part question to wrap it up. The first part of the question is, what is sisterhood to you? And then the second part is, what is important in sisterhood? Like what is an important part of being part of a sisterhood? Me and Herb could like explain what brotherhood is to us or whatever.
What is it?
No,
You can explain. You got it.
Yeah, but we could do that and then just get into the question. But what brotherhood is to me, it's knowing that my boy got me. It's really knowing that if I was to lose everything today, that if I make a call or I gotta go see someone to talk to, my boy got me. That's what you be.
Chill.
What you saying?
Continue.
What you saying?
Yeah, it's just that. It's knowing that my boy got me.
Yeah, we got
that we go to war for each other.
Depending on the war.
That's why I got a different boy for that.
Yeah, might be someone else. I don't know which boy gonna have you in the war. Depending on the war. Maybe the battle. I don't know about that war.
But it's like I'm going.
Call me and I'll see.
I'll say brotherhood for me. Wow. Brotherhood for me, I would say, is being able to go to a group of fellow men that I can talk to about anything and be able to reach them if I really need to. If I'm going through something bad, if I need anything, I can contact them and they'll be there for me. And it's vice versa, where I'll be there for them, and if they need anything, I got them.
Yeah, because guys go through stuff too, okay? They need someone to speak to.
So, Herb said what Rel said. He just said it calmly.
What you said, you can keep this in too. What you said was real respectable. I'm not gonna lie. You said a little bit too much extra. Like, I ain't gonna die for you.
I
ain't gonna die.
I know, in the sisterhood, you gotta be willing to die.
Yeah, see, look.
I promise you, I'll save his life. I won't die for him, bro. Like,
you're crazy. I need you ready to,
we either both live or neither of us die. You feel me? Like, yeah, I ain't dying for you, though.
Yeah, because I don't know, that just going to like loyalty. A sisterhood is loyalty. A sisterhood is being annoyed on purpose. Like, you know when your friend is dealing with like the same bullshit, like over and over and over again. You listen to the same problem multiple times. Yeah. You gotta listen to the nonsense for as long as you can.
Yeah, I tell her leave that nigga every time.
Shout out to the people that can't listen. Shout out.
Shout out to y'all,
And you could
shout out to us, because
you could tell them the same advice over and over again, and they will be like, I know, but like.
But you gotta deal with it because it's like that's your people's. You gotta have their back, and they gotta have yours too.
Because then at some point when they do get over what was bothering them for so long,
I told you.
It's either that or you'll see the growth, like you'll just be super happy for them. Like, I finally, like, one thing.
Growth takes time, but
yeah, that's a very tough situation, but I think that's super important in a sisterhood. And just like being willing to show up for them when you can. Not saying that you have to be like a top priority, but if they really need you,
right.
Whether if it's physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever the case may be, just showing up when you can, like, that's super important. Because things like that, you remember what your friends are there for, because then it like becomes a memory. Like, I remember I was going through this, and so was there for me, and I overcame it, and da-da-da-da-da-da. It kind of just helps y'all build bonds stronger.
Well, do you ever feel like there's a chance that they can get out of the sisterhood? Like, you could just stop being friends?
Oh, yeah, if you're weird.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
do
things.
some weird shit to, like...
You gotta be fucking odd, like, strange as hell.
Yeah, I've had a sisterhood.
Doctor Strange.
Like, obviously, the whole talking behind one another's back, that's gotta go.
You ever heard people talking about... Y'all got a song, right? I made a song, right? And it was like, what did I say in the song? Something. Had to cut you off from a closed door. Long story short, I heard a group of people talk about me behind my back through a closed door. Shout out my best friend. My best friend know exactly what happened, bestie. That's why it's just us now, bestie. Like, shout out my best friend, yo. Shout out my best friend.
I'll keep it a bean. We'll talk behind your back, but we're also gonna say it right in front of your face. We just getting the story right so that when you bring it in front of your face, it's lined up correctly. You know what I'm saying?
See, most girls, they don't do that.
Nah.
Most girls have to have some type of like you gotta know you would step it to say it to somebody's face. Like,
It don't matter. I'll say it to your face. I just want to be correct. You know what I'm saying? My story gotta line up perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even that. It could be something as simple as, oh, she really ugly in real life. Like, you know? Like, it's even little slick comments like that piss me off. Because it's like, you wouldn't say that to me. Because you be in my face talking about, oh my God, you're so pretty. Like, what?
Like, yo, bro, they said you ugly, cuz. I said that. I told him that you're not ugly, but I'm gonna tell you ugly, cuz. So
Exactly. Like, bro, my boy right here.
Nah,
that's the guy.
That's my boy right there. Like,
yeah, man, you didn't have that shit on you.
Right.
You ain't have
You gotta step it up, man. Hey.
You gotta step it
Catch it
up.
up with you, man.
Yo.
There's only so much I can say, but I got you.
But what do I know, bro?
Nothing.
I
It's
don't
like,
know.
Right?
I mean,
I think no.
men are always wrong to women. You know, I'm just
Not
a
all
little
the
bird.
time.
period.
Okay.
Will you ever admit you're wrong in an argument if you're wrong?
If I'm dead
If I'm
ass wrong,
factually wrong to
yes.
science, yeah.
Factually
if
wrong.
I'm
to
dead ass
science.
wrong, yes. And I can say that because I've taken accountability for shit before.
Mm.
Like, if you
Accountable.
dead ass
I
serious,
did.
if we playing or it's not too serious, I'm like, little jello, kiki.
Yeah, nah. It depends what I did. I hate saying I'm wrong because what? I always went so hard. Now I look dumb.
I just told somebody I was wrong not too long ago.
Accountability is
Growth,
key.
let's talk about growth.
Accountability is key.
Accountability is key. Some of y'all need to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying?
I take accountability when it's needed, though. If I'm actually right and someone just doesn't agree with what I'm saying and it's like an opinionated manner, then I'm not saying I'm wrong.
Does that go for your significant other too?
Accountability. You know what?
Accountability.
Because it does. Like, it does. But I'm willing to admit I'm wrong if I'm with somebody. But if it's somebody in the street, like, I'm right always.
Accountability. Word of the day. You know what?
Word of the day is accountability, guys.
Speaking of accountability, thank you for tuning in. Hold yourself accountable. Get your boy to subscribe. Get your people to subscribe. Why are you not holding them accountable and not subscribing to DVD?
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
So that friend to tell a friend.
Period.
Just subscribe, bro. But I hope you enjoyed the episode. Until next time, DVD, you know me. Stay different by default.
Stay different by default.
You so weird.